Roots in the ground where the old oak sways, whispers of the earth in a sunlit haze, breath of the forest.
For the front pocket, it's not a pocket actually, it's just a pocket illusion where I'm going to add, I can use lapel for that place, or roses, anything. So I want it to be around the bust, and my bust is 10 inches from the shoulder, but you know we've done a lot of cutting off from here, so I'll make it 9 inches. That means around here. From the center, I'm going to go out by 4 inches, using that. So that means I'm starting here. Then I have a fabric. I iron soft pepper on it. And this is measuring 6 inches. Towards this way, it is 4 inches too. And I'm going to fold it. So from here, half an inch. So here, half an inch. Leaving this side open. That's where I'm going to turn this inside out from. I already have done it. This is it here. I already have done it. So I'm going to turn it inside out from one side. Okay, just like this. So that's how you're going to do the one for the roll up. Make sure that these parts are out. After that, I'll push half an inch inside. Just like this. You're going to make it to be smooth, and then I'll top stitch close. While top stitching it close, I'll also just sew around it, top stitch around it. Okay, first of all, I'll place it this way. And I'll sew it down, then open it up, flip it this way, and I'll sew. Make sure I come in by half of an inch, or I can just tack it. All right, I think I'll tack it. I'll just tack the point. Make sure you're doing this only on the front piece, on this side. Then, this is a very free shirt. So, if you want to make this to, snatch your waist, you want to have a snatched waist, you can leave it loose sometimes. You can also snatch the waist sometimes. This is what I'm gonna do. All right, I've arranged it. This is it. From the top to bottom, arranging it, to align very well. And on the side, I'm going to add loop to it. Okay, I'll do one side. You go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. From this down part, I will measure up 9 inches, mark, give a space of 2 inches, that will be 11 inches, mark, give another space of 13 inches, mark, and after that, I will notch. I can give a slight cut on it, holding both the front and the back together, and cut here too. For easy identification, I'll do the same thing for the other side. I have the loops here. You know how to fold a loop or a bias? Yeah, it's just like a bias. It's just 2 inches length, 2 inches. So what this, in case you don't know how to do it, I just cut a piece of fabric measuring 1 inch, folded quarter inch here, quarter inch this side, and then folded all together. Then I kept sewing, sewing it close until I've had up to 2 inches times 6, because I have 6 here. So that's what you have. That is it. So, and I also have another one, a longer loop, just the same way I did this. That's how I did this one too. The length, let me measure. Oh, this is 62 inches long. So I'll set it aside. Assuming you've done every other thing I've said so far, I'll turn this, like we want to join the sides now. You arrange yours like this. Now I've arranged it, and remember we gave half an inch joining allowance, side allowance. So I'm just going to start sewing with half of an inch, and these are the points that I gave for the loop. get a loop, fold it this way, sandwich it on top of the first point. I'll sew. When I'm getting to this place too, I will get another loop, fold it this way, sandwich in between, and sew. Getting to the third point, fold it, sandwich, and also sew. So that's how I'm going to join it. Keep going here. Then I'll also join the sleeve. All right, do the same thing for the other side. Of course, you can't leave one alone, they are twinning. Okay, I'm here to show you what I've done so far before I join the side. So for this one, I said initially I went out by 4 inches, but I actually now used 3.5 inches. For the roll up, I went ahead also to join the side, sorry, to join it here, to attach it at the back. So let me show you what I did. This is our sleeve, right? And this was where we marked. This is it, the roll up. I told you that when you are done, you're going to turn it inside out, leaving one side open. So I'll take this and place it right here that we marked. You sew it this way. Sew on top of it. When I'm done, I'll fold it also and top stitch right on top of it. So that was what I did here. This is it on the front. This is it behind. Then I'll proceed to join the sides. After joining the sides, I'm going to hem. I'll hem the sleeve, folding 1, 2. I gave 1 inch hemming allowance. It must have been sewn already. So yeah, I'll hem it. When I'm done hemming the sleeve, I'll hem the down part also. And we'll be right back. So my dearly beloved, I've done everything I said I was going to do, okay? This is the side loop. You can see it's small. I don't want it to be so visible. 1, 2, 3. This is the pocket. I said I went ahead to sew it down. Like I said, I tacked here, so leaving this place open. But this shirt is giving both ancient and modern. It's vintage and yet it is still modern. With this loop, oh my. Look at this one, look at the sleeve, the roll up. Oh my god, I love this. Please go ahead and like. You need to share this video. Like, ain't you seeing this beauty? You need to share this video. Look at it. Take a look at it. So you can see here, this is the drop down, the come down, and our lapel. I'm just going to improvise. Come on. What are you saying? What are you saying? Okay, not forgetting our button. So, if you've been following me, you will know that I'm an advocate of reuse. So, I have this shirt from a friend of mine, from my friend, my sister. It's actually worn out, but I'm going to take the buttons. So these are the buttons. I'm going to take them. I'll actually reuse this maybe to sew a tote bag or yeah, anything. So I'm going to take those buttons and I have one here. I'm going to attach the button on this side. This side is the left. Yeah, I'll attach here. From the hem, I will come up here. This is 5.5 inches. So from there, I will start adding my button to somewhere here. All right. So I have 16 inches. I'll add here, leave some space, and start here. So 16 inches, and for each space is going to be 4 inches. So this is 1, 4, 8, 12, and 16. So I've gone ahead to mark it. You go ahead and mark yours. Mark here, 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 mark. Mark on this side too. And I'll tack my buttons. Oh, honestly, it's beautiful. So dear, with this we've come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. So for the loop, let me just show us. Here is it. If I want to snatch it after wearing it, I'm going to crisscross. And here we go. Oh my god, I love this. So that's how this is going to be. Please tell us where you're watching from. Drop it in the comment section. Let's know. Let's get to know each other. And if you have any suggestion for the next video, go ahead and also drop it. Okay. Okay. So here I'm going to tack my buttons here too. Don't mind me. I'm talking too much. I'll tack my button here too. I will take this to the market for them to create a button look for me. But if you can create yours, you go ahead and do it. I can create a just in case you do not know how to do that, I'm going to demonstrate it, even creating the buttonhole with just my manual sewing machine. All right, so you first make a mark. This will guide you, and then you are going to make a mark around that. So I'm going ahead to sew around that mark I created. The mark will now be the hole itself, all right? So I'm sewing around, and while you're sewing, you're backstitching to give it volume, not just volume, but to help it, to reinforce it, all right? Because the buttonhole is going to stay for long. You don't want it to lose so easily. So that's how you will keep sewing around. You sew your backstitch, you sew your backstitch, then you move over to the next angle, you sew again, you backstitch, take it gradually or however it's okay for you. All right. So that's just it. There is no big deal about it. So if you have your butterfly sewing machine, because that's what I used to create this hole, you're good to go. All right. So and okay, if you've not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe, like and share, like and share. Thank you for following up to this very moment. Now, this is the hole I created, and I'll use my razor to cut it through. That is all. So, thank you very much for being with me. I hope you enjoyed this so far.
Palm of your
Thank you,
hand.
and see you
Live
in
a
my next
life
one.
that
Have a nice day.
understands.